Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. In today's video we're doing a pick a card reading on your career and money for the rest of the year 2024. So very excited to see what is gonna come up for you in this reading. So a quick disclaimer before we go on that this is a general reading, so some information might resonate for you and some other information might not resonate, and that's incredibly fine. Please just take with you what feels like a yes and it truly resonates, and completely leave out the rest. You're not bound by any type of reading you will ever listen on YouTube. So always use your choice and intuition and go with that. So for this reading, we have 4 different piles that you can choose from. And you can choose either based by the number of the pile or by the crystal associated to it. So for pile number 1, we have this piece of pyrite. While for pile number 2, we have this piece of citrine. Okay, oh, perfect. For pile number 3, we have this piece of crystal or quartz. And finally, for pile number 4, we have this piece of tiger eye. So if you need more time, you can pause the video to choose the pile that you resonate the most with. And once you're ready, you can scroll down either in the comment section or in the description box and find the timestamp link to your reading. So I'm very excited for you, and I'm gonna see you in your reading. Bye! Hello pile 1, if you chose this piece of pyrite, then this is your reading on your career and money for the rest of 2024. So let's have a look. Let's have a look what we got for you. So we have 2 tarot decks, the first one and then the clarifier for each card. We have quite a lot of cards, so I have to see how we're gonna fit them all in. Let's see, and then I will tell you once I place them, I will tell you what they represent. I'm already running out of space. Okay. I will put the last 2 on the front. Okay. So many cards. I always try to make them fit. But yeah, sometimes it's a bit of a struggle to let them fit all, especially when there is so many. Okay, just wanted to give as much as possible a real complete reading on this topic. Okay, I think we did a pretty good job with this. Okay, perfect. So this looks like it's a little bit, actually not straight, but we're getting there. Okay, so we're beginning the reading with really like your current situation regarding like money or career, and we have the 7 of Wands as well as the 4 of Cups. So I feel like with the current situation, I get a sense that you might be feeling, I'm gonna actually place them in the middle and then I'm gonna move them. You might be feeling a little bit like there is a sense of being unfulfilled or discontent for either some things that didn't work out as you opt for, some things maybe didn't pay out or like really gave you the result that you were expecting. There is just a general sense of being discontent, maybe even with some of the things that you like try to approach some project. You may have encountered more pushback than you expected, or more sort of struggle that you foreseen, or things didn't just necessarily flow as well as you would have liked to, and like yeah, there is a sense of feeling like really unfulfilled and a bit like discontented within the present when it comes down to your career or the money aspect. So let's see what else we got with the next one. We have like the skill, like really your skills and talents, and we have the Ace of Cups as well as the Lover card. And I'm get a really good sense of this because I feel like in terms of your skill, you're somebody very passionate about what you do. And when you do actually love what you do, especially when it comes down to work, I feel like you're somebody that puts like their heart and soul on the project, on the job. But I feel like it's quite important to mention that it has to be something that you do love and you do are passionate about, so that way you can put your 100%. I feel like once you do find that, you really put like your everything into it. And this is like a huge skill to have, because whether you have your own business and you're like you have your own project and you're your own boss, or whether you do have like a job and you work for somebody else, people can really feel that when you are like loving what you do and you're passionate about what you do, you really like, there is no better employee or better person for the job. And I keep getting this phrase of like, you really put your heart and soul into it. And it's something that I do want to reintegrate, that if some things in the past didn't work, or this dissatisfaction that you felt, or you felt unfulfilled on some level, if you didn't really resonated with your job or what you were doing or the way that you used to make money, then maybe there is already like a key, important key to change. Because I feel like once you really pick what you really love to do and what is really aligned with you and your heart in terms of work, everything is really gonna flow, because it's like you're gonna put your whole self into it. And I feel like I keep getting the sense of like you being really devoted towards then the career and job that you will choose in that sense. And there is a lot of like deep devotion and deep commitment towards that, as long as you do genuinely love what you do in terms of a job or way to make money. The next we have like what type of opportunity or surprises are coming towards you within the career front. And we have the King of Wands as well as the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like I'm getting different messages here. So I feel like for some of you, you actually might get a new like offer, like job offer. So there will be a new person, either like somebody that you knew, or like a brand new boss, or a brand new person, or even just a person that will just show up with like a new business venture. Doesn't necessarily have to turn into your boss, but maybe like somebody you collaborate with. But somebody is gonna kind of like open a door for you to work on something that you're actually passionate about. And where you can really show all your expertise, and you can really like even grow your skills, and then you can really put your dedication onto it. I want to show you a bit closer the picture of this Eight of Pentacles. You can really see the person here is really dedicated. Like it's just the attention to details, like this huge dedication. I feel like if you're one of these people where you get offered this job opportunity or this new project, then it has the potential to be something incredibly great, because it feels like it's going to be aligned to your heart and to what you want to manifest. On the other side, or the other end, for some others of you, I feel like there might be you actually choosing to, like in terms of a surprise, like you choosing to deepen your skills into what you love to do. If there was a shift and you realize that the job that you had didn't fulfill you, and you're like, I really love to do this something else, but I need to upgrade my skills, or you have this sense that you do want to master more your craft, or what you love to do, you might actually get this, either you enroll in some courses, you will either get sort of apprenticeship in the field, or you will just like start some other courses or studies in order to really build and to grow your skills. And I feel like you're gonna, if it's the case, you're gonna really embody more also the type of skills that you had before, because I get the sense that for some of you, you actually already have the skills in what you love to do. There might be just this sense of like, I wanna get more confidence and kind of grow the skills that I already have. So I feel like within this process of growing your skills, you're also gonna grow your confidence. And you're gonna feel like, okay, I'm actually, like now I can fully offer this, and I feel like I can be paid for that, or I can get like a really good retribution for this type of skills that I want to offer, that really is in line with my heart, and my soul is like on fire, literally. So I feel like these two kind of path. And then we have the next type of like, the next card are like any type of like challenge that might come up within the rest of the year in this process for your career. And we have the Magician as well as the Ten of Wands in reverse. So I feel like the challenge that may come up for some of you is the fact that there is this at times lack of confidence and lack of believing in your own skills and capacity. I feel like you're ready with a Magician. You already actually have quite a lot of skills already. Not that it's bad if you do end up sign up to do more courses or to do more learning. It will just add to that, but to also believe that you really are pretty good as where you are in terms of your skill, and you do know more than you give yourself credit for. And I feel like there is this kind of like at times moment of like falling back into this thinking process of like, oh, maybe I don't know enough, maybe I don't have enough experience, maybe I'm not good enough, I don't have all the skill necessary to get that job, to get paid that money. So I feel like this might be one of the recurring challenge that will come through for you within the rest of the year. And I feel like you will have as equally moments where you would just kind of like step out of it and just realize your confidence and realize your skills, and you're like, no, wait a second, reality check here, like I actually know enough, I'm actually pretty good at this, I'm actually learning or already working in this, I'm already growing, and I'm already kind of upgrading my skills. So there will be moments where you actually your confidence will grow, and then maybe moments that you will like as a challenge, you will maybe at times step back and some fear will just, or insecurity will pop up, and then you will be able to just kind of like step back from them and then whatever story attached to that. So I feel like it will be just moments of these type of worries coming through, and then you'll be like, no, reality check, hold on a second. So this will be also a reminder for you in the case you do find yourself in those moments to, as much as you can, snap out of it faster as possible, because it's just wasted energy that is not worth it for you to waste there, because you do already have all the capacity and you're already anyway gearing towards growing your skills more and really refining your craftsmanship. Sometimes some words craft. I'm gonna leave it there because you know what I mean. So yeah, I feel like it's just like moments that you will have, but as much as you can go through it faster, the better it is. Then we have the next cards are really can be either your support system or the resources that you have that might help you. And we have the Three of Wands as well as the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like in terms of resource, this feels like more resources that you have. And in terms of resources, I feel like you're somebody really good at planning. I feel like you get this kind of like sort of like overview of the whole picture. You have a really like what is called like this bird eye view of things. So it allows you to plan ahead, and it allows you to see like the picture like in the future, so that you can plan the direction and the steps to take. And I feel like equally that you might actually even have multiple sources of income. So multiple type of skills that can create multiple income stream. So maybe this is something that in one of the, what we were saying before about maybe some of you diving into more learning or studying, maybe there is one of the sort of like path that you have to make money that is already established, and the other one it's a bit more learning or a bit more upgrading your skills. But I feel like you might have multiple skills and multiple possibility of income sources. So it feels like you do like I want to say you have everything you need, you know, in order to be successful to what you want to manifest, money-wise and work-wise, as far as you choose something that you're passionate about and where you can really dedicate your soul to it, because it's like you can then give your 1,000% and it's gonna be incredible quality in what you offer. So next we have the two final set of cards are really like the overview of your career for the rest of the year and the overview of the money. And I'm actually just gonna move them so that I'm gonna put them on top. You see them better. Sorry, just try to work out. So for you, we have, with the overview of the career, we have the Page of Wands as well as the Ten of Pentacles. So with this, I feel like it's incredibly positive because I get the sense that within this year, you are really we had a lot of wands in this reading. And I get a sense there's going to be a lot of action that you're going to take from now to the rest of the year towards your career and towards building a long-lasting money income. So I feel like what you're kind of building towards, it's something that is not just going to be like, oh, you know, I just get enough money to survive. No. What you're building towards is something that is going to give you long-term resources, long-term money, and long-term success. And I feel like you are not holding back anymore, and I feel like there is a new sense of refreshing sort of enthusiasm towards this. You're like, I think because there is an element of like re-acknowledging your qualities and your skills and your capacity. And you at one point getting like to the point of like, okay, I do have everything that I need in order to manifest what I want to manifest. I just need to actually take the action and do it because everything is already there for you. And I feel like you're really gonna, within this year, you're really gonna build action after action to build this long-term wealth. I feel like it's really like a long-term wealth that you're aiming to build. And is what is gonna be built as well. Like there is a confirmation with that, which it's just gonna, a lot of abundance is gonna come from all of this action that you're gonna take within this year and all the steps that you're gonna take to build that. Then we have the overview of the money within this year as well, and we have the Fool as well as the Ace of Swords. And I feel like because you are I get a sense of like putting the foundation for your long-term money. This is the outcome that you will eventually get. But within this year is more like establishing the foundation, like you're really beginning this journey on building this long-term abundance. And I feel like within this year, you will be very comfortable still, money-wise. You will not necessarily be able to already arrive to that kind of level of wealth by this year, but you're building everything that you need in order to get to it as soon as possible. And I feel like there's gonna be a lot of breakthrough when it comes down to money for you this year, and a lot of like clarity in terms of like which type of project, which type of job, what is that really moves your heart and makes you feel like your soul is on fire. And I feel like you taking a lot of steps of beginning this journey towards making this long-term wealth for you, and possibly as well for your family or your loved ones. And I just get a sense that you're gonna get there quite soon. It might not be by the end of this year already, but you will still be very, very comfortable in terms of like money within this year. Like it will be way more than just surviving, but the wealth is gonna come after you put in place all of this work and all of these steps. So it's still around the corner. Just keep believing in yourself, in what you love, in your project, and it's gonna come. It's like a clear 100% yes. Just keep going, pretty much. Keep going and keep believing in yourself and in your skills and in your strength. So I feel like this is the main message that came through for you, my dear pile one. I hope it resonated. You're very welcome to let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what you felt throughout the reading. And if you felt like a call to support me, you can either subscribe to the channel or as well liking this video. I will be super grateful. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye bye. Hello, pile two. If you chose this piece of citrine, then this is your reading on your career and money for the rest of 2024. So we're excited to see what we got for you. So I'm gonna place all the cards first. We have two different tarot decks. The first deck and then the clarifier for each card. And we actually have quite a lot of cards, so I just struggle a little bit to put them all, to fit them all in, but we're gonna do our best. And I might move them afterwards to show you better. Okay. All right. And now we're gonna place the clarifiers. Wow, that's pretty awesome already. I'm gonna tell you in a second which one is which. Oh my god, so many major arcana. Somebody's on fire here. Wow. Okay, I'm loving this vibe. All right. So we have to begin with sort of like your current situation. We have the Queen of Cups as well as the Queen of Wands. And I'm getting the feeling with these two cards that you're somebody that has already reached a level of mastery. Mastery in your skills, mastering of yourself or your emotion and your growth. I feel like either you're somebody, like of course this is a general reading, but I feel like either you're somebody that has already had quite a lot of experience in terms of like being a long-term in a job, or like having had a really successful project, or somebody that is like has already quite a lot of life experience and has like I keep feeling this sense of like incredible leadership and an incredible level of mastery on multiple levels, not just on the job but as well on a personal level. Like I feel like you're the type of person that has the so-called like Midas touch, you know, like you touch something and you turn it into gold. You have that I'm getting goosebumps for some reason right now. You have that kind of quality because your high level of skills and mastery and leadership already that you have acquired through either your life experience, through who you are as a person, or to the growth that you already had in your career up to this point. So next we have the Tower and the Knight of Wands, and these really represent your skills and talents. And oh my god, I love so much to see the Tower there, because I feel like you're somebody like that doesn't follow like a script, you know, like you're the person that makes the script. You're somebody that could, you know, like completely change the rules of something because you see that something doesn't fit and you're like, wait a second, let me just break it all down, break all the foundation, build new foundation, say bye-bye to that, like with like almost with this ease, you know, like I feel like you have the capacity to really be, number one, extremely courageous, because it's like a lot of the things that I feel like you decide on, maybe they felt like a little bit like a gamble, but it's not a complete like, oh, I'm just doing this random thing. It's not like that. There is a logic and there is like a line that you follow within that. But sometimes you're also just very passionate and adventurous. I feel like this sense of adventure when it comes down to the way you approach work and you approach like your career. You're not scared to rock the boat. I get this really like sense that is like you are the person that makes a new path. You don't follow necessarily the path already made by somebody else. And I feel like this is an incredible type of skill because it's not very common. Most of the people follow a path. You make your path, and it's like, and it, I get a sense that sometimes it can be also an unusual path for some of you. It's like you just choose the road less traveled and you make your own rule. And it works out, you know, like, and it works out pretty well. I get the sense, you know, like it, and it's just, I get this quite unique vibe, you know, like very, very special vibe about you. Then we have next the opportunity or surprises that are coming towards you within this year, within the work reality. And we have the Eight of Cups as well as the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you might be leaving something behind in terms of like work, like you might be planning or thinking to change job, starting a new project and leaving something that I get the sense as well that maybe it was already something quite successful. And I feel like that really like a new this new opportunity or surprise that might be coming through for you in the rest of the year is like this new project or inspiration or passion towards something new that you want to pursue work-wise. And I feel like your specific personality with this type of like making your rules and making your own path is the only type of personality that could leave something that maybe already works for something that you don't know, right? Like not many people would have the courage to actually go and gamble like on a new project or a new job or a new, maybe moving somewhere and starting something new, because there is a lot of unknowns in decision like this. But I feel like you have the courage and the skills and the type of personality that fits something like this. So I feel like there is an excitement that you also get enriched by with this kind of new possibility, new project, new job, new move. And I feel like it's really going to make you feel very much alive with this. And next we have like what possible challenges you might encounter within the rest of the year. And we have the Two of Cups as well as the Hierophant. So I'm getting a specific message here that one of the challenges that might come up for you is that you might find some difficulties in finding the right work partners, the right match for you in terms of like business partners, boss, colleagues. Like I get a sense that you're quite untraditional, you know, on how you go about things. You're somebody that thinks outside the box. You're somebody that makes their own trail and their own path. And it's something that, as much as it's great as a quality to have, a lot of people don't get it, don't understand it. They like look at you and think like, what is going on with this person? And they maybe just admire you, but they don't know necessarily how to relate to you because you're just so much out of the box and you're so adventurous. And the majority of the people, they just want something easy and comfortable, and they're happy to be in a comfort zone for a very long time. And I get the sense that you're very much the opposite of that. You're ready for new challenges. You're ready for new growth and new experiences. And this being so different from you, so untraditional, doesn't support the finding at this point in time within this year, doesn't necessarily support finding the right type of work partners, people that really get, like understand you're like on the same vibe, because your vibe is quite hard to match. Like you're just 10 step ahead of like everybody else. So this might be one of the challenge of like really finding people that are like, okay, I'm inspired by working with this person. You're the person that inspires others, but it's hard that people inspire you. I'm getting like as well goosebumps here. I don't know. You take it as it comes. So yes, so this might be one of the challenge that you might be facing through the rest of the year. And then we have next, like either like your support system or your resources. And oh my God, I love so much to see this. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician. So I'm getting different messages here. I feel like some of you, because of like all that you've already done in the past, all the skill that you acquire, I feel like some of you already made quite a lot of wealth. Through your hard work, to whatever project that you did, through all the skills that you had, I feel like you manifested quite a lot. So there is a level of like, one of the reasons that you might feel like so okay to be adventurous is because you're backed up no matter what. Even if something goes wrong, like you have enough wealth and skills to be okay in whatever comes next. And I feel like it just is a huge resource at this point, because it gives you so much freedom to really choose and to move from a place of like, what does spark in me, like what does inspire me, what does moves me, instead of like, oh, I need to take that job, or I need to do this like because I need to make money. So I feel like you come from a place that is already extremely abundant of money and skills and capacity to just manifest whatever you want. And I feel like this is maybe just for a small part of you, but I feel like as well, you might be coming from a family that was already quite wealthy. So you kind of started off with a sense of like, okay, I can actually really choose what I'm gonna do, because I don't have to worry if something doesn't work out. You had like a sort of like family support if you ever needed it. So I feel like in terms of like the background is very wealthy, no matter where, from which direction it came from, it's already in a way very wealthy, and as well like richer skills, incredible level of skills. And I get the sense as well that you know it. There is a level of mastery, a level of capacity of manifesting things that like, I don't get the sense that you're somebody insecure or like, you know your worth. You know it. it's just very much clear. And next we have the I'm gonna actually move them a little bit to show you. Here we have next really the overview of your career for the rest of the year. And we have the World card as well as the Page of Wands. And I keep getting the sense that whatever type of job or project you had in the past is now successfully concluded, or is gonna be successfully concluded, and there's gonna be like this new adventure, this new exciting fresh opportunity, job that is gonna present, that you're gonna be extremely passionate about, and you just kind of like see all this potential in this. It's like it's just a very enriching type of feeling, because as well we have in the next card sort of like the money overview for the rest of 2019, and we have the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands. I was like, oh my god, I want to be you right now. I was like, what is this? So like, you know, like the expression that comes to me is like, I think in English it says, when it rains it pours. It's just that in this case we're talking about money and success. So I feel like you already come from a place of money and success, and then it's just gonna be more of that coming. It's like you're gonna attract just more of that. And I feel like whatever new project, whatever new job, whatever new endeavor that you're gonna start to do or take on for the rest of the year, is gonna have a huge success. Like, it's gonna make you so much money. And once it's gonna start, it's gonna be also quite fast. It's not gonna take you very long to make a huge amount of money out of that job, that business, that project. So it's just gonna be more money and more success for you. It's like, I love it. I feel like also as well, like your courageousness and your willingness to step into the uncomfortable zone and to go for what, you know, like, is not necessarily like a straight line, is gonna be repaid. Like everything about, you know, of everything that you have is also based on your capacity of like taking a chance or walking on this path less traveled or taking risk. Like I feel like you might take a risk from somebody else's perspective on this changing this job, this new opportunity, this new project, and you're gonna be very rewarded from that and from taking the risk. So wonderful, wonderful. I'm so excited for you, my dear pile number 2. I want to be you right now, being honest, but that's all good. So please let me know if this reading resonated for you. I'm really, really curious. You can write it down in the comments. And if you feel like you would like to support me, you can subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video. I'll be super grateful, and I'm wishing you all the best, and I'm hoping to see you in my next video. Bye. Hello pile 3, if you chose this piece of crystal or a quartz, then this is your reading on your career and money for the rest of 2024. So I'm very excited to see what we have for you. So you're gonna place all the cards first, and then we're gonna read through them. We have 2 different tarot decks, the first one and then the second one that is gonna be clarifier for each one of the cards picked. We actually have quite a lot of cards, so I'm kind of struggling to fit them all in. So let's see. I might move some of them later to show you better, but okay. Slowly, slowly. Okay. Putting them all. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm just gonna move them because these are really far, just to show them to you. So we begin with the 7 of Swords, as well as the Strength card in reverse, and this is like really your current career, work, job, financial situation. So I feel like in terms, I'm gonna put them in the middle for the moment, and then I'm gonna move them. So I feel like within your work environment, there is something that doesn't feel very harmonious. I feel like there might have been people that have been very competitive. Some people are scheming. I don't feel like there is a specifically nurturing work environment, whether it's your own project or whether you have co-workers and you're an employee. I just feel like the work reality that you've been living so far hasn't been very nurturing from you, and I feel like some of the people that you might have around are not really people with your same integrity, people with your same value, and I feel like these within like the impact of like having to interact with these people made you really question yourself, made you even feel like inadequate or like feeling like you were lacking confidence, or they make you question yourself because it just created this sense of doubt of like, is there something wrong with me if like I'm not fitting in with these people, or these people behave like this, or we have this completely different set of values or way to go about it, and they make you just feel like a bit out of place or very, very vulnerable within, and it just keeps feeling that the work environment for whatever reason is not very nurturing to you at the present time. And I don't feel like the ease of like I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying the environment, and even within the type of work that you do, it just is this type of environment doesn't support what you are offering or what you want to do, because it's not nurturing to you or to your soul. So next we have your skills and talents, and we have the Knight of Swords, as well as the Five of Swords. And I feel like you are somebody very, the feeling that I get that you're somebody very, very caring. Somebody that really has the capacity as well to support people. If they have anxiety, some mental issue, you're the type of person that has the capacity to calm a person down, to just talk to them very calmly. And I feel like, I don't know, I just get this sense of like you being this incredible good person and an incredible good art, where you have the capacity to as well, like, or the tendency to try to avoid conflicts among people, like to reduce the conflict, to reduce the intimidation. If like somebody, you see somebody that is bullying somebody else, is like you have the capacity to speak up. I feel like it's more towards others. I feel like it's not necessarily, all of these qualities don't necessarily really go towards you. You just do them towards other people, and that's why like a lot of people just really appreciate you being around, because you just make their life easier. You make their living reality, working reality easier. But that, I feel like you don't apply the same for yourself. It's just like you're almost prioritizing other people's needs and other people's discomfort over yours. Then we have the type of opportunity, what type of opportunities or surprises are coming to you within your career within the rest of the year. And we have I always get the Four of Wands, as well as the Seven of Cups. So I feel like with these two cards, it's like in terms of the opportunity, surprise that are coming through, I feel like you're gonna be offered maybe not even one but multiple either job offers or like opportunities, or opportunity to collaborate with some people or projects. And what you're gonna choose is gonna be a successful one. It's gonna be something that is gonna support and lay the foundation to really build your wealth, and to really grow in what you love to do and would like to manifest. So I feel like even if like the present or the current situation, career-wise or work-wise, is not necessarily what you enjoy, you're gonna have like multiple maybe offers, and it's like what you choose is gonna be something that is gonna be really, really good for you, and where you actually can build something really successful that is aligned with you. So this is very, very positive. It feels like a very much something that you should be actually even looking out for, because it's the option are just start to pop out, I feel like, very, very soon. Then we have what type of challenges that you might be facing within the rest of the years. And we have the Knight of Swords, as well as the Hangman. So here I'm getting different messages. So I feel like for some of you, there might be, unfortunately, one person that is maybe the one that creates this unpleasant environment where you currently are. But there is like a person that has not your best interest at heart, and is very kind of like driven from their own needs, and they don't really care what type of negative impact they have on people. And I feel like this person might be causing you like some distress, or would even end up like making you like feel stuck. Like I get this sense of like it could potentially like bring you more negativity, or slow down your progress, or even just seeing this opportunity they're there for you. And this is like one specific message. For other of you, I feel like one of the challenges that you might encounter towards the rest of the year, sorry, I'm going back to the one that I said before. I feel like if it is a person that is going to be a specific challenge, I feel like you already know who this person is, because has already done some of that, and has already caused some attention. So if this message is for you, you know exactly who I'm talking about. If this at the moment doesn't ring, is not gonna show up from the blue now. But if somebody has already been causing some unpleasantness where you are at work, then this is the person I'm talking about that is gonna just create this negativity, this feeling of feeling like, oh my god, like let me just reevaluate things, or just make you question things, or slow down things. Then for others of you, I feel like what could be a challenge within this year work-wise is that you really kind of like struggling to make sort of like a statement and really go fully for what you want, and not having to kind of prioritize other people's needs and feeling, and just really go for the option that will give you that firm foundation to build all your wealth, and to build like have a work life that will be nurturing and enriching. So I feel like you might be struggling to put yourself first, like within the work reality, and like prioritize someone, maybe your current company, your current boss, your current project, versus like what you feel like you need or you deserve. Or like I get a sense as well that within the present there might be a sense of like, for some of you, not really being paid as much as you wish, or not getting the type of response and the type of reward that you actually should be getting for what you offer, and for the quality of the things that you offer, and the project, job, or whatever skills that you have. So I feel like one of the challenge might be this kind of like fully acknowledging and recognizing like, yes, actually I'm worth that money. I am going for like a job that is more paid, or even just accepting it. And I feel like this might at times slow you down a little bit, because this holding back from your own needs and your own goals and your priorities. So next we have what could be your support system. So what are the people or the resources that you already have? And we have the Three of Pentacles as well as the Chariot. So I feel like number one of the resources that you have, that you're a great team player. You're great working with people. You have the quality of like, because you're so like caring and so going towards like what people need, like you're really like the perfect person to have in a team. And I feel like a lot of people really see that and acknowledge that and appreciate that. I could also get the sense that you do have people around you, not necessarily just in the work environment, but maybe it can be family, friends, loved ones that really cherish you and cheer you on within the work, that whatever you don't give yourself credit for, they're like, hey, hold on a second, you're great at this, you're awesome at that, like they really like want to see you succeeding, so I feel like you do have that. Might be a small community, might be just few people, but you have those people, they're like really want the best for you, and they really believe in your quality, in your skills, in what you want to do, what you want to offer, and the project that you have. Another incredible, I feel like, resource that you have is that you're somebody very determined. Once you kind of like actually put your, prioritize yourself and your needs, you're like, I can go, like you once you kind of decide something, you really take action, you really go for it, and you have the capacity to stay the course. And it's just kind of like putting yourself first on that, but the ones you do, it's just like a train. You don't get stopped that easily. So I feel like this is a beautiful quality and resources to have. Next, we have sort of the career overview for the rest of the year. And I'm going to move them a little bit so that you can see them both. We have the Four of Pentacles as well as the Five of Pentacles. And I get the sense that for the rest of the year, like with this new option, not necessarily some of you might not necessarily change job or change project, but I feel like even the fact that you got offered new jobs, I feel like it will somehow makes you stronger in the position in the job that you have or in the project that you have. I feel like this year with your career, you're really going to establish more and more and put the foundation to really build your career, but as well your wealth. And I get a sense specifically whatever things that was negative type of mindset of like, I'm not good enough, or this type of sort of self-doubt or low confidence that we were talking about at the beginning. I feel like you're gonna shred that piece by piece throughout the rest of the year, where whether it is because you do get a new job and you sort of like in this position you kind of are able to shine more and just see how things can turn really more positively, or just because you get more reward and acknowledgement where you are currently, where things is gonna shift and you're gonna be able from the inside out, independently of whoever is trying to kind of like stop you from achieving your goals, you're gonna be able to see your value, see what you bring to the table, and being able to establish your career and your job in a way more firm, in way of a more firm point, you know, like whereas you're gonna feel like way more secure of yourself and secure of like the job that you have or the career or the path work-wise that you're gonna have. And this feels like it's gonna be for sure already happening by the end of the year. And then next we have the money overview as well for until the end of the year. And we have the Page of Pentacles as well as the Five of Wands in reverse. And I'm so happy to see this for you because I feel like you're gonna really start to manifest more money, either with this new job or even with a promotion in your current job or being valued more. I feel like you're gonna start to already see an increase of your money coming in. It's not like the type of money that's gonna be like lottery money, like life-changing, but it's still gonna be like an increase of this, building this firm foundation, and it's just kind of like, yeah, getting more rewarded for what you do and what you love. And I also get a sense, which is like a huge difference from the present feeling that I had when we were looking at the beginning at the present situation. I get a sense that it's also gonna come, that money is gonna be coming from a place of like being in harmony, being in an environment that is very harmonious and peaceful and way more nurturing, with way more cooperation, instead of that sense that we were talking about it at the beginning of the reading. So there is quite a big shift, whether you change job or whether you do stay and you get like sort of like rewarded, but there is quite a big shift in the environment as well, that is going to allow you to make more money, but make them in a way more like peaceful and in harmonious way, which is super important because it feels already more nurturing and something that feels like it's like putting the foundation for like something very much long term, and something that can bring you the reward on like a bigger reward on the longer term, but something that feels way more sustainable, way more sustainable than the beginning of like feeling like I don't know, insecure or like unease, or this sense of conflict within the environment, or the lack of nurturing in the environment. I feel like is gonna be gone. So very excited for you, my dear pile 3. So I really hope this reading resonated. You're very welcome to let me know in the comments. I would love to hear if you did resonate. I'm very curious. And if you'd like to support me, you can choose to subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video. I'll be super grateful. Otherwise, no problem. And send you a big hug, and I'm hoping to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello pile 4. If you chose this piece of Tiger Eye, then this is your reading on your career and money for the rest of 2024. Very excited to see what we got for you. So I'm gonna place all the cards first. We have quite a few of them, so I'm gonna try to fit them as good as I can into the frame. I might need to move some of them afterwards to show them to you better, but it's just quite a lot of them. and then we have 2 tarot decks, so we're gonna have as well clarifiers for each of the cards picked. And don't worry about the cards that you cannot see properly now. We'll show them to you as soon as we do the reading on them. So much happening here. Oops. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to tidy it up a little bit. Okay, good. So we begin with this one that is hiding over there. We have the Five of Wands as well as the Seven of Wands to begin, and they represent the current situation, your current sort of work situation. And I get a sense that in the type of current job that you have or project, you don't feel like necessarily, I'm gonna put them right now in the middle, sorry, I'm gonna move them afterwards. You don't feel necessarily rewarded, you don't feel like necessarily gratified. I feel like there might have been more challenges than you expected, and you had to be more you had to persevere more than you expected. And I feel like I get a sense that like things haven't been flowing as much as you wanted or as much as you deserved as well. So get it like the environment, the where you work, some of the people are not maybe to like your caliber as a person. Like I get like there is quite like a bit of a difference of vibes, of quality of the people around with the work environment that you have at the moment. Something doesn't feel very nurturing nor flowing in the current situation. Next we have the like your skill or talents in general within the work and your career. And we have the Eight of Pentacles as well as the Six of Cups. So I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, like in terms of like your skills and your talents, I feel like you're somebody that really truly has mastered their craft. Like you're somebody very focused, very dedicated, willing to work hard. I feel like you just put a lot of energy, you're willing to really put an effort. And you're somebody with really high standard and very committed as well to what you're doing, to what you're offering, to your craft. And I get as well the sense that you're somebody quite genuine as well and authentic. And you generally like, like the type of person that, people naturally tend to gravitate towards or like, because they're just, I get a sense that you're quite pleasant. And you give this sense, because of your authenticity, you give this sense of like trustworthiness, that people just kind of meet you and they trust you. Like if you say that you're gonna do this and that, or you're gonna deliver this and that, people trust you because I feel like you are very genuine and honest with your word, and somebody that can work really, really hard. So these are really beautiful qualities to have. Next we have what type of like opportunities or surprises are coming through within this year for you within the work environment. And we have the Two of Pentacles as well as the Four of Swords. And I'm getting a very specific message here that might resonate just for some, but I get a sense that you might kind of like either get offered or you might just come across an opportunity to get some break and rest from your job, either like somebody pay you for a holiday, maybe even the company or your job, or you just win something. But things that like some like either trips or retreats or something that will allow you to really number one, nurture yourself and relax. And number two, I get a sense of like I want to show you the face. I don't know if you can see the face on this. Like I kind of see you using this time to actually pondering about what you want to manifest, what type of like project. Like I feel like you're gonna get some ideas into the new type of venture that you wanna create, that will make you feel fulfilled, that will reward you economically, that will allow you to be acknowledged for your skills and everything you bring to the table. So I get a sense that it's like it will just come from an unexpected place. It's not like you might not intentionally set up yourself to go like, oh, I'm gonna go and gonna get that, but out of the relaxation, out of this place of rest, you're gonna actually have ideas coming through, or like you will be able to receive more information. I feel like you're gonna channel information, like what type of project you want to create, even if it's like a side hobby, something that will just make you feel gratified. And it's gonna come from these unexpected places, like surprises. And next we have what possible challenges you might face within your career for the rest of the year. And we have the Temperance card as well as the Six of Wands. And I get like a strong sense that one of the challenge might be for you finding balance. Within, it might be for some of you, I feel like it might be very varied, because this is the general reading, so of course there are like multiple things that come through, but I feel like some of you might struggle finding balance between your health and work. Some of you might struggle finding balance between your work and your relationship, partnership, marriage. There is something that feels like slightly out of balance, and it potentially could be done because it could be due as well from the fact that there is not necessarily this extreme amount of fulfillment. There is a lot of like extra energy you have to put into work because maybe things didn't flow as well as you opt for, you wanted. So there is a little bit of like struggle with finding that balance to keep this equilibrium within work and everything else that you have, that you care about in your life. And I get a sense as well, one of the things that you might struggle with is actually prioritizing your own success, which is something bizarre to say, but I get a sense that it's just kind of like you like either prioritize other people's needs or what other people need, and it's like you haven't really been able to fully put your success in front of, and your recognition and your achievement in front of everything else. And it's something that like you might struggle like putting as a priority, because maybe other things took the priority in your eyes, and that's entirely fine. But I feel like with the surprises we were talking about before, I feel like you're gonna tune into more what can bring you more balance within work-wise, and what can make you feel more nurturing, so that you're actually generally passionate about and are willing to prioritize it as well over other things, and make it more like a bit of a priority for you. Next we have, what is your support system, what resources you have or people that might be supporting or helping you. And I feel like the first thing that came through, actually, I get a sense that as a resource, you're somebody that even though some things might get intense or like, like even when things get a little bit chaotic and intense, or there is conflict, you have the capacity, instead of like turning into the negativity or the anxiety, but you have the capacity to actually just kind of like switch something off and just be able to enjoy your life. There is something that you're good about regulating within yourself to say, okay, if that doesn't work there with the work, I'm just gonna let it be for a second, and I'm just gonna be able to go and enjoy time with my friends or my family or my partner. And I have this capacity as well. I get a sense of like enjoying life. Even maybe something at work is not necessarily like ideal or perfect, you still have the capacity of not dwelling into the negativity, which is an incredible quality to have, especially nowadays. And I also get a sense in terms of the support that you have quite a few people that cherish you on, and that they believe in you, that believe in what you offer and what you want to do, and in your skills and in your talent. And they like the first chance they have, they celebrate you. So I feel like you do have, whether it's like one person, like the partner, like some close friends, maybe some family members, but you have a couple of people that are like really your support system. They're like, yes, you can do this. Yes, you know, like they really support your career endeavor and business endeavors, and they believe in you. Next, we have really the sort of like the career overview for the rest of the year. And we have the Justice card as well as the Ace of Cups. So I'm getting like, as well, this reading, I'm getting very specific messages. So please just take with you what resonates. I get the sense that with the time that we were talking about before, this reflection, these moments of, you know, like where you kind of like get to tune in into kind of feel like what you want to manifest and like coming from this place of alignment, I feel like you're gonna already within this year start something new. It can be, it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna leave your job or your main job or current project, but it might be the case for some of you, but it might not be necessarily just leaving, completely dropping everything else. But either ways, I feel like you're gonna either start a full-time or a sort of part-time hobby or passion, or something that you really feel like you deeply care about. You deeply are moved by it. Like maybe it's just your type of skills done in a slightly different way. Something that is different about it compared to what you were doing before, or like your previous job can be like as well a new job. That your door, like a very, like this is coming, it feels like it's coming from inside. It feels like something that you're gonna manifest out of your clarity, out of what you feel like it moves you. You're gonna manifest exactly that, whether somebody's gonna offer you this part-time job or this full job, or you're gonna start to create this new venture, this new project, but it's gonna be something that really sparks you, like fills your heart. And I feel like as well, the same endeavor is gonna bring you the balance that we were talking about before, that maybe have been a struggle up to that point. This project, this new job is gonna give you that sense of balance. There is a lot of, I feel like, integrity with who you are as a person, what you bring to the table, where your art is at, your values, and there is way more integrity as well with whoever else is involved in the project versus like what we said at the beginning, that it felt like it was the integrity and the harmony was lacking. So there is so much more harmony, so much more balance within you and around you as well with whoever is collaborating on this. And it looks and it feels really, really good. So this is something that I feel like you'll be starting before the end of the year. And within as well the money of review we have for this year, we have the Seven of Pentacles as well as the High Priestess. And I feel like with this new project endeavor, like you really, number one, as we said before, this is coming from inside. This is like, will be you manifesting it from channeling from this place of like, what is that is really aligned with me, and then kind of like manifest it out into reality, whether it's from somebody offering you that job or some like you really kind of like, okay, I want to manifest this and that, and then the universe is going to provide. But I feel like in terms of money, this new part-time passion project, new jobs will allow you to start to really build your wealth, and like I feel like you're gonna harvest that very, very soon. It might be the harvest, like it will differ for some of you. Some of you might already be able to kind of reap the success in terms of like money already before the end of the year. Some of you might be able to kind of get it towards like the following year, because it depends also where this is going to begin, and everybody will have a slightly different timeline. But I feel like whatever this project is gonna be or job is gonna allow you to harvest quite a lot of like financial success from it. And not only the economical success, but as I said before, I feel like you're gonna be so incredibly fulfilled, and something will be way more in balance and way more harmonious internally, but as well externally. So this is like incredibly good prospect, especially if this is just like a part-time thing that you begin. Then eventually I feel like you'll be able to move soon after that into a full-time. So it, as I said, it will vary from person to person, but it's going to be extremely positive. So yes, this is your reading for the rest of the your career for 2024. I hope this resonated. You're very welcome to let me know in the comments. I'm really, really curious to know. And I'm wishing you all the best. If you feel like you would like to support me, you can either subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video. I would be super grateful. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye!